Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. A very good day to everyone. So welcome back to our class. So for today's session, we are going to discuss 20 questions, okay, from random topics of Form 2. Okay, so let's discuss one by one together. Okay, so let's look at the first question. Okay, which of the following is the arrangement of Fibonacci numbers? Okay, so we know that Fibonacci numbers is you add the first two terms. Okay, so it will become the third term. Okay, so let's look at all the option. Okay, so let's look at C. Okay, so over here we have 4 and 6. When we plus 4 and 6, it will become 10. Okay, and then when we have 10 and 6, it will become 16. 16 plus 10 will become 26. So actually this option follows the arrangement of Fibonacci numbers. Okay, while for example we look at B. Okay, when we have 1 plus 8, the next number should be 9, but here it is 27. So this is not following the arrangement of Fibonacci numbers. Okay, okay, next let's look at number 2. Determine the 7th and 11th term. So 7 is T7, 11 is T11 for the number sequence below. Okay, so for this type of question, we need to come out with the general formula first. Okay, so we have -3, 5 and 13. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, from 5 to 13. Okay, what is the operation? 13 minus 5 is 8. So from 5, we need to plus 8. So it will become 13. So it means from -3, we need to plus 8. So it will become 5. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do, okay, we need to build a simple table. So over here we have n, and then we have Tn. So we have first term, second term, third term, and so on. Okay, so the first term we have -3, second term we have 5, the third term we have 13. Okay, so let's come out with a general formula for this type of sequence. Okay, so how can we write? Okay, we try to come up with something. Okay, let's look like this. Okay, for example, I write 8 times 1. Okay, 8 times 1 is 8. So how this number 8 will become -3? Okay, so we need to minus 11. Okay, we try first. Okay, next we have 8 times 2 is 16. Okay, so 16 minus 11 is equals to 5. Okay, and then we have 8 times 3, also minus 11. We have 24 minus 11 is 13. Okay, so I think this is the correct one. So we have 8n minus 11. Okay, so how do I come out with this? Okay, this 8, okay, over here is actually comes from here. Okay, so what we need to do from number 5, so it can become 13. So we need to plus 8. So this is where this 8 comes from. Okay, and then in the bracket number 1, where is this 1 come from? So this 1 is come from this n. Okay, the first term, the second term, the third term, and so on. Okay, and then how can I come up with negative 11 minus 11? Okay, look over here. We have 8 times 1. Okay, we have 8. And then we want this 8 value to become negative 3. So in order for 8 to become negative 3, we need to minus 11. Okay, same for this line. Okay, we want 8 times 2. Why 2? Because this is the second term. Okay, we want this second term become 5. Okay, so we have 8 times 2 is 16. How can 16 become 5? Okay, so we need to subtract 11, minus 11. So we have 16 minus 11, it will become 5. Okay, so and so on. Okay, so how can I come up with these numbers? Okay, so 8 you write as 8, and then this part where it changed from 1 to 3 and so on, you change this part into n. Okay, and then minus 11. Okay, so this is actually Tn. Okay, equals to something. Okay, let's try it. Okay, let's try T1. So we know that this is T1, this is T2, this is T3. Okay, let's try to substitute the values to make sure that this is the correct one. Okay, so for example, Tn, okay, this is the general equation, Tn, 8n minus 11. So when I want to find the value of T1, so T1, so you change n into 1, okay, minus 11. So T1, 8 minus 11 is negative 3. Okay, and then for T2, 8 times 2 is 16 minus 11 is 5. So correct. Okay, I change to T3. Okay, so 8 times 3. Okay, 8 times 3 is 24. 24 minus 11, we get 13. So it's the same value as this sequence. Okay, so this general form is correct. Okay, so we have Tn equals to 8n minus 11. Okay, actually there are various ways for you to come out with this Tn. Okay, but this is the way that I love to do. Okay, okay, so for this question we have the general form is Tn 8n minus 11. So the question wants us to find the 7th term and 11th term. Okay, so let's try T7. So T7 is equals to 8 times 7 minus 11. So 8 times 7 is 56 minus 11 is 45. Okay, and then T11. Okay, 8 times 11 minus 11. So 88 minus 11, 77. Okay, so our answer is D. Okay, so I hope you understand my explanation on how can we come up with this general form, general formula. Okay, next, number 3. So we have 2p plus 3 square. So this is actually 2p plus 3, 2p plus 3. So we have two brackets over there. Okay, so like previous class, okay, I love to separate these terms. Okay, so we have 2p 3, 2p 3. So this is plus. Okay, so we put it in a little box over here. Okay, so let's multiply the box. So we have 2p times 2p. 2p times 2p is 4p squared. 2p times 3, 2 times 3 is 6, so we have plus 6p. 3 times 2p, okay, also plus 6p. And then we have plus 3 times plus 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, so plus 9. Okay, we try to simplify. So we have 4p squared plus 6p plus 6p plus 9. So we can further simplify this middle term. So we have 4p squared, 6p plus 6p. When you have 6 apples plus 6 apples, so we have 12 apples, right? So 6p plus 6p is 12p plus 9. So this is our answer. So 4p squared plus 12p plus 9. So our answer is D. Okay, simple, right? Okay, next, number 4. Simplify the following expression. So I have p minus 5 square minus 49. Okay, so for this one, we need to expand this part. Okay, so we need to expand this part. Okay, let's open a new page. P minus 5. P minus 5 square minus 49, right? Okay, correct. Okay, so now I want to solve this part first. P minus 5 square. So this is actually P minus 5, P minus 5, right? Okay, so I do the same. So where I expand it, P minus 5, P minus 5, P minus 5, okay? If you can solve it right away, go on, okay? Not a problem. Okay, so P times P is P squared. P times negative 5 is negative 5P. Negative 5 times P is negative 5P. Negative 5 times negative 5, ne will become po. Okay, negative positive. 5 times 5 is 25. So this is P squared minus 5P minus 5P plus 25. We can further simplify this part. Okay, when you have a debt of negative 5 and then another negative 5, okay, like this. Okay, if you borrow 5 ringgit from your friend and then you borrow another 5 ringgit from your friend, so now how much money you owe your friends? So you owe 10 ringgits, right? So P squared minus 10P plus 25. Okay, so this part, okay, is actually P squared minus 10P plus 25. So I write it new one over here. So we have P squared minus 10P plus 25. So we don't forget this part. So negative 49. So negative 49. So we can further simplify this part. Okay, so we have 25 minus 49, which gives us P squared minus 10P minus 24. Okay, so from the option, okay, we need to factorize it. Okay, now we have P squared minus 10P minus 24. So let's factorize this part. Okay, so how to factorize it manually? Okay, I'm going to teach you manually. Okay, so write P squared, okay, negative 24, negative 10P. Okay, next, let's make a window like this. Okay, this is the manual part. Okay, actually you can use equation in your calculator. Okay, that's the other way, alternative way, but I'm going to teach you the traditional way, how to factorize this part. Okay, now we have P squared. What is the combination that you can multiply that will give you the answer P squared? So we have P times P. Okay, P times P is equals to P squared. Okay, next, ignore the negative signs first. Okay, now we want to know what is the combination of numbers that will gives you 24 when you multiply it. Okay, but when you plus, the two digits will give you will give you 10. Okay, so for example 6 and 4, right? So you have 6 and 4. When you multiply, you will get 24. When you add these two numbers, it will give you 10. Okay, I think this is the correct combination. Okay, next, okay, p times 6 is 6p. Okay, you need to cross multiply this one. Okay, p times 6 is 6p, and then p times 4 is 4p. 6p and 4p will become negative 10p. So negative 6p plus negative 4p is actually negative 10p. Okay, so if this part is negative, so this is negative. This part is negative, so here is negative. But negative 6 times negative 4 is not equals to negative 24, right? Negative 6 times negative 4 is actually equals to 24, positive, not negative. So over here it's negative. So unfortunately, this is the wrong combination. Okay, let's try another combination. Okay, so we have, okay, write it again. So we have p squared minus 24 minus 10p. Okay, let's put it in the box like this. Okay, I repeat again. Okay, p squared, what is the combination that when you multiply you get p squared? So it's actually p times p. Okay, next, 24. Okay, so 12 times 2 is actually also 24. So let's try 12 and 2. So 12 and 2. So we cross multiply. Over here we have 12p. We cross multiply. Over here we get 2p. Okay, now how can 12p become 2p? Sorry, how can 12p and 2p become negative 10p? Okay, so let's try. If you press your calculator, 12 minus 2, it will become 10p positive. But we want it to become negative. So let's try 2 minus 12. Okay, 2 minus 12 is actually negative 10. So this is the right combination. So we want 2 is positive, 12 is negative. So this you add on the negative sign. So which means negative 12p plus 2p, over here we plus, you will get negative 10p. Okay, so if over here is negative, okay, so over here you also add in the negative sign. If over here is positive, so over here is also positive. Okay, so this is your factor. So p minus 12, p plus 2. Okay, so do we have this in the option? P minus 12, p plus 2. Yes, the answer is A. Okay, so I hope you understand the explanation. Okay, but actually you can just press your calculator using EQN function. Okay, so you can get the answer right away. But I think you need to know what happened behind the operation of this EQN. Okay, so by using a traditional method, okay, the proper method, so this is the way. Okay, but you can use shortcut by using EQN. Okay, if you don't remember how to use EQN, you can check my previous videos. Okay, where in some of my videos I'm using this method, okay, by using calculator. Okay, let's proceed to number 5. Factorize completely the following expression. Okay, so we have 9a squared minus 15a. Okay, so let's try to factorize it one by one. So here we can see that the front expression have a square, the second term, okay, the first term a square, the second term only a. So we can factorize a. So a, so it will become 9a minus 15. Okay, now 3 and 15. So we know that 9 and 15 have a common factor of 3, right? For example, we have multiples of 3. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, so 9 and 15 is a common factor of 3. So we can factorize out 3. So 3a, so 9 divided by 3 is 3, minus 15 divided by 3 is 5. Okay, when you expand it one more time, okay, so it will be like the first line. Okay, so do we have 3a? 3a minus 5? Yes, so the answer is C. Okay, let's proceed to the next number, 6. Determine the area for this diagram using algebraic expression. Okay, so we know how to find the area of the rectangle is length times width. So we have 5x plus 2, 2x minus 3. So let's put this in the little cube box. Okay, so let's multiply. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. 5x times negative 3 is negative 15x. 2 times 2x is 4x plus, okay, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. So let's simplify, put it all together. So we have 10x squared minus 15x plus 4x minus 6. We can further simplify the middle part. Negative 15 plus 4, which gives you 10x squared minus 11x minus 6. So your answer is B. Okay. Okay, let's proceed to number 7. Okay, determine the midpoint of these 2 points. Okay. Okay, P is negative 1, 7. Q is negative 1, 1. Okay, then you need to label these two coordinates as x1, y1, x2, y2. So the formula for midpoint, okay, is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, substitute the value. So x1 is negative 1 plus negative 1 divided by 2. y1, y2 is 7 plus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so negative 1 plus negative 1 is actually negative 2 divided by 2. 7 plus 1 is 8 divided by 2. So the final answer is negative 1, 4. Okay, so the midpoint of the 2 points is negative 1, 4. So your answer is B. Okay, for number 8, so actually you can just put all these numbers into your calculator. Okay, but the option or the answer option didn't give you the final digit, the final answer. So we need to simplify one by one. Okay, which one suits the options? Okay, so we have 3. Okay, 4 minus 6 is negative 2 times 0.5. Okay, if we have division, so we can change it into multiplication, but we need to reciprocal. Okay, this fraction. So 8 will become the numerator, c will become the denominator. Okay, so we have 8 minus 3, and then 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 times 0 0.5 times 8 over 3. So let's check the answer option. This one is 6, negative 6. So the most 3, negative 2, 0 0.5. Okay, so the most correct one is B. Okay. Okay, now let's look at number 9. Simplify 3mp square times 4nq square over 12mnq. Okay, so let's do it like this. Okay, let's multiply the two numbers together. So 3 times 4 is 12. So write the remaining. P square is PP, NQQ. Divide by 12mnq. So we can simplify 12, cancel out 12, m, n, and q. So we left with p, p, q. So this is actually equals to p square q, right? So the closest one is C. So we change the option for C. Okay, P square Q. So your answer is C. Okay, next number 10. Okay, expand the following expression. So let's do it in a box like we always do. So we have m plus 2, 5 minus m. Okay, let's put it in a box. Okay, so m times 5 is 5m. M times negative m is negative m squared. 2 times 5 is positive 10. 2 times negative m is negative 2m. So let's arrange this part. So we have negative m squared plus 5m minus 2m plus 10. We can further simplify the middle part. So we get negative m squared plus 5 minus 2 is 3m plus 10. Okay, so let's check our option. So which one is the same with this answer? So negative m squared plus 3m plus 3m plus 10. So this is the correct answer, A. Okay, so let's proceed with number 11. Okay, state the mode for the set of data. So mode is the one that appear the most. Okay, so over here we have m 1 2 times, n 1 only one time, l 1 2 3 4 times, last one is p 2 times. So obviously L is our mode. Okay, next 2p plus 3 square. So this is actually 2p plus, sorry, so this is actually 2p plus 3, 2p plus 3. So let's solve it. Okay, put it in a box. So 2p plus 3, 2p plus 3. Okay, so 2p times 2p is 4p squared. 3 times 2p is plus 6p. 2p times 3 is plus 6p. And 3 times 3 is plus 9. So your final answer should be 4p squared plus 6p plus 6p plus 9. We can further simplify the middle part. 4p squared plus 6p plus 6p, 6 apples plus 6 apples, 12 apples plus 9. So 4p squared plus 12p plus 9. So our answer is A. Okay, next. True or false? A plus b squared is equals to a squared plus b squared. Okay, so let's check the solution. So we have a plus b squared. So this is actually equals to a plus b, a plus b. So let's put it in the box. So a plus b, a plus b. Okay, a times a is a square. A times b is plus ab. Plus b times a is plus ab. B times b is plus b square. So this is actually equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so the answer for this one is false. Okay, next, simplify 8x minus 5x plus 4 minus 2. Okay, I rearrange these questions. Okay, so it will make me easier to solve. So when I have 8x minus 5x, when you have 8 apples, you throw away 5 apples, which left with 3 apples. Okay, next, 4 minus 2 is 2 plus 2. So our answer is D. Okay, next, number 15. Austin gets some points in the game. He gets 9, 11, 12, and 8. He want his mean to be 10. How many points will he need in the next game to get the mean to be 10? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. He already play 4 games. Okay, so he need to score a certain number in the 5th game in order for him to get the mean of 10. Okay, so let's write down the marks. So he get 9 plus 11 plus 12 plus 8 and another marks from the 5th game. Okay, divide with how many games? 5 games. He want his mean to be 10. Okay, so let's solve x. Okay, so this 5 you move to the other side. So this is divide. When you move to the other side, it will become multiplication. Okay, so first you simplify 9 plus 11 plus 12 plus 8 is 40. So 40 plus x is equals to 50. So x 50, 40, move to the other side will become minus 40. So x is equals to 10. So in order for his mean to become 10, the next marks for the 5th game, he need to score 10. Okay. Okay, next. Which of the straight line give the gradient positive? Okay, so for this first part, our gradient is actually infinity. So the second part, your gradient is negative. The 4th graph, your gradient is equals to 0. So this is the gradient positive. Okay, this situation. Please remember this for situation. Okay, next, number 17. Find the gradient. Okay, so we know gradient m is changes in y divided by changes in x. So our x is 6. Sorry, y is 6, x is 4. So simplify 3 over 2e. Okay. Next, number 18. The speed of a cheetah can reach up to 1 to 0 km per hour. How much distance in kilometer does the cheetah travels in 30 second. So this actually means, okay, 120 kilometer per hour. We need to kilometer per hour. So we want our final product will become wait, in kilometer. How much in kilometer? Sorry, how much in kilometer travels in 30 seconds? So we need to change it into kilometer per second. Okay, so how to convert? Okay, so if in this case we only need to convert the time, hour. So hour to second. Okay, times. So we put another fraction. So we need to cancel out hour. So if this the first part, hour is the denominator. So for the second part, hour should be in the top of the fraction. So it will be cancelled out. So this is h. So this is second. Okay, so in 1 hour, before that, we know the conversion is from h to minute, minute to second. So we need to do one by one. So this part is actually minute first. Okay, so hour, minute. Okay, so in 1 hour we have 60 minutes. Okay, next, this part we need to convert minute to second. Okay, so same, we need to put another fraction. So over here the denominator is minute, so over here the top part should be minute, the bottom part should be second. So in 1 minute we have 60 seconds. So now let's cancel out what can be cancelled out. So this is 1 hour, so 1 hour cancel, minute cancel. Okay, so which left us with 120 kilometer times 1. Okay, divide by 60 times 60 seconds. So this is 120 kilometer divide by 60 times 60 is 3600 second. Okay, so we simplify 1/30 kilometer per second. Okay, so this means in 1 kilometer it can, in 30 seconds it can travel 1 kilometer. So our answer is 1 kilometer. Okay. Okay, number 19. Joe has listed the first 4 multiples of 7 as 7, 14, 22 and 28. Which one is incorrect? So multiples of 7 is actually 7, 14, 21, 28. So the one that incorrect is 22. So the last question, number 20. The diagram shows PQRST is a regular pentagon, STU is a straight line. Find the value of X. So this is pentagon. Okay, so in order to find each values over here, okay, so we need to use n minus 2 times 180 divided by n. Okay, so this is pentagon. So 5 minus 2 times 180 divided by 5. Okay, so 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 times 180, 540 divided by 5, 108. So which mean each angle over here, the value is 108. Okay, now this is a straight line. We know the angle for straight line is 180. So for example, here is 108. This is X. Okay, so we know the total angle over here should be 180. So we have x plus 108 equals to 180. X is equals to 180 minus 108. Okay. So 180 minus 108, your answer should be 72. Okay. So that's it for today's discussion. So I hope you understand all my explanations. So if you have any question to ask me, okay, any question that you feel you need a further explanation, okay, just ask me in the class group, or you can type your question down below in the comment section. Okay, I think that's all for today. So thank you very much for your cooperation and participation. So see you next class. Bye.